All right, we're back. The champ, John Potok, your role model, Rick Lieb, and of course, the WWF superstar, the exciting D'Lo Brown.
You better just recognize who the hell I am. What's going on, boys?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming out, man.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
It. You know, like we said, you know, he's going to be out at the Overtime Sports today. You guys want to stop on out there from 1 to 3, get the man's autograph.
Come on down.
Yeah, there you go. Stop on out there. He's going to be out there from 1 to 3. So Overtime Sports is the place to go, and that's brought to you by Overtime Sports, Repair That Glass, Pro Wrestling Weekly, and the New World Wrestling Club. So stop on out there and say what's up to D'Lo. Anyway, D'Lo, you know, of course, we're going to have some questions for you on the show here.
Okay, shoot me, bro.
First of all, you know, we want to know something like what's going on as far as...
Let me pick Triple H up here real quick. He kind of fell. Sorry about that.
What's going on with your future with the WWF? You getting any pushes you want to announce or anything coming up soon? I mean, I think that with you and Sexual Chocolate there, I was kind of sad. Actually, I have the title here. I lost the title because at the last pay-per-view event, I thought for sure you guys were going to win the tag team.
You know, I thought everyone else did too. I had a good feeling we were going to win them. Things changed at the last minute. As it looks right now, we're talking about Mark Henry has to lose a few pounds real quick because he took the 8 weeks off from the knee injury. He gained a little weight because, you know, hey, he's 400 pounds. He had double arthroscopic knee surgery. I mean, that's tough on anybody. So he put on about 30 pounds. So we're trying to work him back down into shape. And then when that happens, we'll have a more defining role into where our push is going to be and to where we're going to go. As of right now, we're just floating in limbo land. So
what is it with, like, how many days a year do you actually go out? And...
we perform about 250 shows a year.
So add
another 20 travel days home and away, and it's about 270 days on the road.
Well, that would bring it to, like, as far as, like, naturally when you travel on the road with somebody so long and everything, how is it that you guys go about, like, you have, like, who's your best friend in the WWF? Do you guys travel buddies and all that?
You get your little packs you roll with, like, shh, don't tell anybody. I travel with Kane all the time. Me, Bob Holly, Mark Henry. We're just that little clique that we always travel.
Is there any of them that you like specifically
circle.
that you consider like your best friend or anything like that?
You know, we're all pretty tight. I mean, if it had to come down to it, like, you know, Kane is coming to my wedding, Mark Henry's coming to my wedding, so guys like that I'm closer to. You know, I'm always friends with The Rock. But, you know, we're all like a big family, and when you're with somebody 250 days a year, you become a very extended family, you know, of each other, so.
Anybody in the WWF that you hate?
No.
Nobody
Actually,
at all that you like, oh man,
no.
I'd like to get that little.
We heard there was a little.
She's gone. Anyway.
Oh, so they're really.
Do you know who?
I didn't say that.
Do you know who left? You know who left their business in her gym bag? We gotta know.
You know.
Inside scoop.
You know, I'm gonna tell you right now. I think Goldberg did it.
Snuck in the back, huh?
He flew over there and did it.
What about you know, like every now and then? I mean. Of course, the internet, like I said, you can never really believe everything you see out anywhere. You know, there's always some about some backstage heat and stuff like that. Is there ever, like, really a lot of fights or anything?
No, there's not really a lot of fights. In, like, any...
I mean, I know when you're with... Excuse me, but
go ahead.
I know when you're with somebody so many days a year, just like brother, you know, become like brothers.
Exactly right. It's like any profession. When you're with somebody, you know, constantly, over and over again, you start brushing elbows. You get, you know, tired of being around them. You'd rather be with your wife or your girlfriend. You know, you get tired, and you get... I can't even think of the word right now. It's just, it's more like you just get annoyed after a while. And there's no fights per se, but sometimes it's like anything. You just be like, oh, yeah, leave me alone.
Any two that really kind of bicker back and forth more often or anything?
No, not at all.
What are you leading to? Stone Cold and The Rock?
No, I knew that.
Those are rumors from what I heard.
No, those two are really tight.
Yeah.
They're really good for each other. I mean, there's a chemistry not only in the ring, but outside the ring.
Yeah,
when Vince McMahon gonna realize that The Rock is a much greater talent than Stone Cold and push Stone Cold out of there, you know, tell him bathe or something like that and get him out of there. Push The Rock up there to even higher.
You know, Rock's my boy and all, but, you know, Stone Cold's bread and butter. and you know, Rock will be here 10 years from now. So, it's like a dynasty.
You got to build on the young.
You don't reload your stockpile. And then when someone moves out, you bring somebody else up.
Only when you're shooting blanks like WCW has been doing lately.
Hey.
And you reload. They need a new clip.
What about, speaking of like you were talking about, you're getting married now, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that was a question I had to ask you. You know, actually, I guess you have a girlfriend there.
March 22nd next year, getting married in the Bahamas. Got the most beautiful woman on the planet. That's my baby.
So
I love you, honey.
You ladies out there that are wanting to get with D-Lo, I guess you're out of it now, huh? Is there any kind of affairs that are going on, though? Like, I mean, I know you got all those fine-looking women in the WWF. Is there any wrestlers that are, I mean, do they stay apart from everybody, or does some of the wrestlers together? You know, how does that?
You have your separate locker rooms. Now, there's always rumors of this person. You know, I can't confirm or deny anything.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody in their bedroom. But for the most part, you know, I look at, like, say, Ivory, for example, as like my sister. Chyna's like my sister.
Yeah.
I always tell her she's like my bigger sister. So, you know, I don't even look at them in that fashion. Now, I mean, they're, you know, my views aren't that of everyone else, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't see it.
Oh, huh, that's pretty interesting. All right, another thing, what about, like, you being in the World Wrestling Federation, you know, naturally that's the biggest, the best out there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you, like, maybe walk us through like a WWF Wrestler Day? I mean, what is it that you guys do when you're...
A typical day, okay, let's say, we'll take an example earlier this week. I was in Boston.
Okay.
Woke up in Boston, got an 8 o'clock flight, flew to Detroit, land in Detroit, wait for your bags, because Detroit Airport's the worst. Wait for your bags, find yourself a hotel, grab something to eat, head to the gym, come back, hopefully get a little hour's sleep, go down to the arena, perform for the greatest fans on the planet, go back to your hotel and start all over again. So that's normally what our day is. You know, you drive in or fly in, find yourself a gym, get your train on.
They don't, like, do they set up where you go to work out? Do they set up...
No.
You know, like, I know that, like, sometimes I'll talk to some of the wrestlers online and everything, too, and they say, hey, well, you got, like, some people go tan and all that. And
Yeah, some people, you know...
Is there, like, restrictions? Like, you hear rumors about the WCW, where now, since the guys were getting in so much trouble and everything, that as soon as the show's over, they're out of the town, they're not allowed to go out and party. I mean, do you guys ever go out and party in the town or anything?
No. You know, we have all guys go out and party on the town, but see, we're a much responsible group, in my opinion, where we don't have to have restrictions on us like 5-year-old children. We're grown men. We should act like grown men, and we're treated that way. So if you want to go out and party on the town, you do it responsibly. We have no restrictions on, like, okay, as soon as the show's over, get the hell out. We don't do that. We were just in, you know, Pittsburgh last night, and a couple of guys, you know, frequented some establishments, and you know,
you're in Steeler country, of course.
Right, in Steeler country, you got to drink a beer.
Iron City, of course.
What about, like, as far as stuff like when you're out on the town and everything like that, do you guys ever have people, of course you have people come up to you and say, hey, I know who you are, this is this. Does Vince, do you ever go out, like, give out scoops or anything like that?
No.
That? So Vince kind of keep...
Well, you know, it does not the fact that you keep it quiet, it's just that, you know, my work life is separate from my private life, and when I leave the arena, I'm no longer D-Lo Brown. I'm me. And that's like, hey, after you leave this radio station, or this TV station, you go out there, people start asking about, hey, how's that camera work? Or, hey, how do you do your mic check? I mean, that's your, you know, it's here.
Right.
You leave it here. So the last thing I want to talk about when I'm out in public is wrestling.
No, I can see that.
I mean, when you live it 20 hours a day, my 4 hours off,
right.
You know, I don't want to talk about it.
Right. What about as far as, like, relationships with, like, the wrestlers? Like, there was a while they were saying, hey, Vince McMahon's a hard man to work for, or is he a good guy? I mean, how are your relations as far as, like, management and the wrestlers? I mean, actually, things got to be better now because, hey...
Well, you know, I'll just tell you, and I've said this exact same thing. Vince McMahon is the greatest guy I've ever worked for in any realm of business, from my first job when I was 11 until I worked in New York City as an accountant. Vince is the most hands-on owner I've ever seen, where he runs around, and he and I, we talk several times throughout the day. I mean, he's just a great guy, and I've never understood where he's a hard man to work for in the fact that he wants perfection, which we all want.
Yeah.
So he's just, he's hard on you as hard as you're on yourself. I want to go out and perform the best match. He wants us to perform the best match. To me, that's not being hard, that's just expecting excellence. And he just expects you to perform to the best of your ability. That's why you're in the big show. You know, you're at the peak of your profession. You should perform like that. I mean, it's like, look at the Steelers. I mean, they go out there and they stink up the joint. Look at Cordell Stewart last year. I mean, everybody was on him, but then, you know, if he throws 4 touchdown passes in a game, everybody loves him.
Right.
So it's the same
You
thing.
watch, Cordell Stewart will be in the Pro Bowl in no time.
I know Cordell.
And Super Bowl.
I know Cordell, and Cordell had a bad sophomore season.
Yes, he did, but
But he'll get rid of
you
it.
got to get rid of the rust. He's always
I know it's
losing
been a
wide
little while
receivers.
ago. Do you remember like your actual first day in the WWF? I mean, what was that feeling like? Was it exciting or scared?
It's not hard to forget that one. My actual first day in the WWF was the first debut episode of Shotgun Saturday Night, in which I got Prover plunged on top of a Cadillac.
By Ahmed Johnson.
That hurt. And yes, I was scared. I just left wrestling. I was wrestling in Puerto Rico. I'd come home Christmas break, and on January 2nd or something like that, I got a call from the office to be there January 5th. So get that first envelope with the Titan Sports logo on it, I was, I was real jacked up. So I get there, and here's Vince McMahon walking by me, and here's all these guys that I've always wanted to aspire to be with. And it's like, you're like a deer caught in headlights. And the first time I talked to Vince was like, for about 6 months, I didn't talk to him after that because I was so intimidated by the man.
Really?
Yeah, because he's like the pinnacle of this business.
He holds your future, right?
Right. This is, for lack of a better term, this is God.
Right. Yeah, he either makes you or breaks you.
He can make you or break you. This is God. And you just look at him like, oh my goodness. This is long before I got to know him.
Right.
And I was so scared that first night in there. I just wanted to do everything right. And knock on wood.
Yeah, that would seem...
or simulated would finish.
Now, like, of course, on the show, Shane McMahon's involved, Stephanie's involved.
Yeah.
Are they, like, really involved behind the scenes at all?
Yeah, the entire family's involved in the whole production of our company.
Are they all easy to get along with?
Yes.
I mean, like, sometimes you go out there, like, if you're dating a girl and her parents are rich and they own a company, you're like, oh, you're going to do this, or my daddy's, that's not like that or anything.
Never, they don't even refer to him as dad. They call him Vince.
Really?
It's a work environment. And when they're in there, there's no family relations. They are trying to run a company.
Business is business.
Business and family's family. I guess when they're home, I can't say this, but I bet they call him dad at home. But while they're in the environment that we're in, he is on the same level. We're all on the same level. And to them, it's not dad, it's Vince.
That's pretty interesting. Anyway, we got some callers coming. This is a live show. Okay, go ahead, ask them.
Okay, right now you're in between.
Yeah.
You're not really quite the baby face, you're not really quite the heel. Now, I really enjoyed watching, when you ran down there and you guys did that thing with Kane and X-Pac.
Yeah, I did too.
Now, from what I heard, he was actually caught up in the ropes for real, and you guys had to do that kind of as a distraction to throw it off. Is that true? Or
no,
okay, so that was part of it.
No, it was all part of the angle, all part of the setup.
So when are they going to give you a complete heel push? Because I think that's where you do your best work.
It's hard to say because in the wrestling business today, they're heels and baby faces, but it's kind of like people root for people they like. I mean, it's weird. Like, I'll go out there with a match. Yeah, I'll go out in a match with, like, for example, tonight I'll wrestle Scott Taylor in Cleveland, and I guarantee you the people will respond to me as a babyface. But if I was working X-Pac, you'd have 20,000 people chanting "D'Lo sucks." Yeah. So I mean, it's weird.
It doesn't matter
who I'm in the ring with, and you make people choose who they like more. I don't know when I'm going to get a definite push in one direction.
What would you prefer?
I'd love to be a heel.
Yeah, see, that's the funnest thing to play.
I think I'm free to really express myself, and I can do some funny stuff that gets people either really behind me, or you love me or you love to hate me. But no matter what, you have an opinion of me. Yeah. So
what is here's a good question for you. What is like who made the decision? Like, you're on that commercial with Stone Cold Steve Austin, that 1-800-COLLECT. I mean, when you see the commercial, it's kind of making like, oh, Stone Cold's kind of like dominant. I mean, who makes the decision on who goes on with who and what commercials and stuff?
Well, that was totally done. That wasn't even done with Titan Sports. That was totally done with MCI, the parent company, 1-800-COLLECT. And they wanted Steve in the commercial, and they wanted someone who could play well off Steve. And Steve asked me to be in the commercial with him. And then the commercial that was created was totally Steve and my, was our idea, because what they had originally scripted, what they had originally scripted wasn't as good as what would have come out.
They're out of their atmosphere.
And the dominance in that commercial was just to get over the storyline of him being sincere, me not using 1-800-COLLECT to call him.
Oh, yeah, that was. What about like when, for instance, when things go wrong as far as like in the ring? How do you guys cover that up? Like for instance, I'm sure there's people that sometimes jump off the rope and you have to get hit sometimes for real.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what is it you do? I mean, does it ever make you mad where you get up and you want to slug them out? Or
No,
know?
I mean, you realize accidents happen. I mean, it's like a pitcher in baseball. 9 times out of 10, he's not aiming for the guy's head, but he gets hit.
Right. Well, I mean, I know there's certain wrestlers probably that have the reputation of laying stiffer shots. I mean, is there anyone in the WWF that's kind of more throws harder punches than someone that wouldn't? Or?
Hardcore Bob Holly, and brother was doing hardcore matches long before we called it a hardcore match.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, I wish they'd give him a better push
He's
too.
kind
I
of
really
small,
like.
though. I mean, I couldn't imagine him.
Small?
No, you
That
see
dude's
Bob Holly.
huge.
He's jacked to the hilt. I mean, he looks good, and
Oh, he looks good.
to
but
stand
I mean,
next to him, he's not that small.
Really?
I mean, people tend to think that I'm a small guy because I'm in the ring with guys who are
Yeah,
6'6",
like Kane
6'7",
and
right?
and stuff like that. Yeah.
But then when you see him on the street, people always go, "Damn, D'Lo, you're a lot bigger than I think."
That's exactly what I thought when you first came in. I'm like, man, he's a lot bigger than he looks
So
on TV.
to see Bob Holly, when you see him, I mean, he's a big boy.
Huh. So he's one of the more stiffer ones then.
Yeah, yeah, but it's all a finesse out there. I mean, it's like football. Some people lay wood a little harder in tackles than other people do. So,
All right.
might have both B.J. Payne over there laid a wood on somebody in a heartbeat.
All right, we're gonna take a commercial break here. When we get back, we're gonna take some calls. You want to hang around and maybe
I'll
answer
stick
some
around.
calls? Okay. Well, hey, like I said, D'Lo Brown's gonna be out at Overtime Sports today. You guys, get out there. You got the man gonna be out there for the autograph. So stop on out and say hello. Get your autographs done. That's brought to you by Overtime Sports, New World Wrestling Club, Repair That Glass, and Pro Wrestling Weekly. Today, 1 to 3. Stop on out there, and we'll get some calls when we get back. The champ, John Potok, your role model, Rick Fleeb, and the WWF's finest, D'Lo Brown.
Damn right.
Anyway,
why do you keep falling down, Trick. Damn, stand up.
Yeah, you know.
He's always on his back.
Anyway, we're gonna go to the phones here now. You want to take some calls here, D'Lo?
Yeah, shoot with me. Come on, people.
All right.
Let's hear from
You know,
you.
and let's try to keep it down. Don't try to get too personal, people. You know, and stuff that obviously, if you don't feel like answering, just let us know. And the role model's good at the click button.
All right, role model. Hand me out here. Cut them off.
Hi, you're on the air with D'Lo.
Hey, D'Lo, how's it going?
What's going on?
Not so much. I think your running power bomb is one of the best moves in the sport today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I actually, I have a new variation of it that I'll probably debut on TV at the next pay-per-view.
Cool. I was at, my buddies were at the Crazy Horse Brook Park the other night. We ran into X-Pac and Tess.
Mm-hmm.
And for a guy that may not even have a job in a year, Tess, he was a real prick. Acting like he was a big-time movie star.
Well, certain people handle fame differently, and you just have to take the good with the bad, I guess. You know.
Well, it ain't no big deal. He didn't get a woman there anyway. He was But I want to ask a question to the two gentlemen there. I want to know.
Well, now you forget who we are since D'Lo's here, huh?
Oh, not at all.
All right.
And D'Lo as well. I want to know what's going on with Vader. I liked him a lot.
Vader just re-signed a 2-year contract with New Japan, so he's not coming back.
Yeah, he's big in Japan. He's the All Japan Heavyweight Champion right now. One of the few Americans ever to hold that title. He's larger than life in Japan.
How come he really didn't get too big of a push and have a lot of success in the WWF as much as he had in the other organizations where he's worked before?
For me, I don't think his style translated very well to the World Wrestling Federation. I don't think his look or his style were what our fans were looking for. Now, I mean, I saw Vader. I grew up watching Vader. I saw Japan tapes of him, and I saw him down in WCW, and he was like a monster down there. And I don't know why his style, why his look or style didn't translate well.
Okay.
All right. Hey, thanks for calling. Where are you calling from?
Calling from Cleveland.
All right. Hi, you're on the air with D'Lo.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
I just wanted to know, I got a little three-part question I've been trying to ask for a couple weeks to the champ and the role model. I want to know what's going on with Scott Hall. Is he coming back? And what's going on with Ahmed Johnson? He coming back. And D'Lo, is you going to get back your European title? Because you was the man with...
Well, you guys touch on the first two subjects.
All right, well, what was the first one he said? Scott Hall?
Scott Hall.
Scott Hall has taken the summer off without pay. There was rumors that he might have been one of the people driving the Hummer that hit
Nice
Kevin Nash. But From what I'm hearing, he's taking the whole summer off.
Ahmed Johnson's still trying to re-sign with either the WWF or WCW. It's just a matter of time before he does get back in there, so we'll just wait and see what happens with him.
Yeah.
And as far as the European title and D'Lo, we'll just...
As far as the European title goes, that was a great time when I had it, and I wish I had it again, but I'm always looking for bigger and better titles. You know, that IC belt's looking good, and if Mark ever gets everything straight, those tag titles are what we're shooting at. So if you thought what I did with the European title was great, wait till you see when I'm a world champion.
You know, speaking of the European, what made them, is it just because there's too many titles in the World Wrestling Federation, or it just got, you know, no way to really promote the gimmick, or?
I think it's a combination of both. I think it was, you know, you got your heavyweight title, your intercontinental title, you got your women's title, you got the hardcore title. I just think it was how it got lost in the shuffle, and it's hard to promote a title when you say European champion. People think, okay, this guy only defends the belt in Europe.
Right. Right.
So it just not being able to promote the gimmick, and it's getting lost in the shuffle.
All right, you're on the air.
Hi, I have two questions. Plus, I have an answer to that trivia question. Was it the Texas tornado?
Yep. The Texas Tornado's right. You got
Ding, ding, ding.
Steve Blackman autograph card.
Steve Blackman, yes.
And my two questions was, what was his deal with Papi Chulu? I mean, because he was like in the World Wrestling Federation for like, I think 2 weeks. I barely saw the guy. And also,
Papi Chulo.
and also, how did the Big Show pull down the Titantron?
He's a very strong man.
he's larger than life. Big Show. Da-na-na-na.
I love that music.
Have you seen him live before?
No, but I'm about to today in Cleveland.
Oh,
Hey, don't forget to hold up them role model. I love the role model signs. You know, the real attraction, because I'll be there. Somehow I'll show up. I want to see the real attraction. Would like to see them. I love the role model signs being up there.
I'm thinking you can't have this Steve Blackman card. I think I want it.
Oh, looks like you've been viewing, you know, want to try to wrestle D'Lo for the thing. I wouldn't recommend it. He's bigger than he is on TV.
We're going to answer her questions? What happened to
Papi Chulo? Papi Chulo works for the World Wrestling Federation, but he works in the our Latino version called Super Astros. So only time you ever saw him on our TV is because they probably wanted a luchador on TV that weekend. He's not particularly used in our American audience. So that's probably why you don't see Papi Chulo all the time.
Okay.
All right, thanks for calling.
Okay, bye.
Oh, you just hung up on me.
She won the cup.
Hey, give us a call back.
Call back. This is yours.
I thought D'Lo was serious. No.
Steve Blackman.
All right, you're on the air.
Yeah, I wonder if, you know, you said you was out with, Kane. Do he really have burns on his face?
Now, you know he can't tell you that.
Okay, politically correct. He's burnt all up.
Except for that one arm.
He wears a mask all the time. I shake my head in public.
He's the vile bastard son of 1001 Maniacs. He was in a movie called Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, you're on the air with D'Lo.
Hi. I like to have a question that you hear very rare, a ECW question.
All right.
Okay. Sabu's band, right? Is he coming back sometime soon? Because I remember when I seen the last ECW show.
He's wrestling in Japan right now.
It was Just Incredible and Sabu, then Lance Storm came in. Then
Yeah, that was just this past Friday.
what happened with that?
I know Sabu's been trying to do negotiations with the WWF, but from what I'm hearing, Vince McMahon does not want him. So I don't know. Maybe he's got some real heat. With
We got D'Lo here playing with Triple H and Kane.
Getting chokeslam.
Hey, is any WWF wrestlers watching this possibly?
Possibility. A lot of us are in Cleveland area today, so you never know.
Oh.
What's up, boys? Sorry, Trip. I just beat you. Sorry about that.
Hi, you're on the air with D'Lo Brown.
Hi, I'm just I have a couple questions, actually. One, how long would this silly little inane storyline going on with the corporate ministry have run had it not been for the untimely passing of Owen Hart? And my second question would be, how much brain damage could Mick Foley in any one of his personas possibly suffer being thrown down from great heights and being like thrown on barbed wire and virtually anything else imaginable?
First of all, you got to admit that stuff that Mick Foley does is by far
Did you have that written down?
I know. Was she reading that? Did Plain Dealer tell you to call us?
No.
That was a pretty well scripted.
You don't like what Mick Foley does?
Great question.
I mean, it's cool and everything. I'm just worried, you know.
Oh, you're worried.
Yeah.
As far as the corporate ministry thing, I mean, that right there, I think that's a great angle, the way how it's going. I mean, it probably had a little bit of a...
I think the Vince McMahon thing was kind of stupid.
Yeah,
the truth.
because we picked Stephanie, but...
Yeah.
So did I.
Okay. I thought that Stephanie would have been perfect. Two brat kids would have been the greatest thing in the world. You know, they're both trying to overrun their father, but she probably, you know, from what I'm hearing, she probably didn't want to do that angle anyway.
All right.
Okay.
I think that was a script.
That was a great thesis sheet.
Hi, you're on the air, Darth Vader with Dino.
Okay, you're over with me.
You're on the air.
Hi, guys.
What's up?
Oh,
What's that?
Hello.
you rock. You rock.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Yeah, why did they get rid of that European title in the first place? I mean,
I don't know. Shane was a great champion.
Shane, brother.
There you go.
Brother.
You know.
There you go, Romano. You know, let me tell you something, D'Lo. I apologize about this, but every guest we've had on since the beginning of the show, the role model always tries to pull a little sneak in there.
I think Shane was a great champion. Them ex-punk...
oh, no, he was not.
Shane was... Hey, dude, you know...
No, he was not.
He should have been world champ. He should have been world champ. Shane's the man. Sorry, D'Lo. Shane's the man.
No way. Now, I just want to know what's going on with the ECW wrestlers that are going to these other organizations.
Are you disguising your voice?
No.
Okay, just go on then.
I was just wondering, now, like the Sandman who had great success in ECW now goes to WCW as the Hack.
Well, Hack was a nickname given to Sandman by his younger brother. His brother died, so he said he was he more or less was happy that he got the nickname changed. Plus, the reason why he didn't go with Sandman is he figured Sandman was a legacy in the ECW, and he didn't want to go from a main eventer in ECW to a mid-carder when he went to the WCW and, like, tarnish the name Sandman.
Well...
Also, a good pay raise.
You know,
yeah.
To stay with ECW because, you know, he tries to bring the stuff to WCW, and they're trying to clean cut and... Of course,
pay raise.
Yeah, if he would have stayed with ECW, you know, ECW and basketball have a lot of things in common. See, ECW checks and the basketball itself, they both bounce a lot.
Yeah.
So he had to jump to the WCW so that he can get, you know, he wanted to really get paid. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm the role model.
You're over with me, brother.
I'm the role model.
Oh, but I do got to agree with the role model's opinion about the Great American Bash. It's going to be the lamest card ever. Because...
Don't you sound like Marv Albert?
I guarantee you, King of the Ring won't be the lamest card ever.
Oh, of course not. But,
all right, hey, thanks for calling.
oh, thank you.
Thanks, Marv. Don't bite her on the back.
Hi, you're on the air.
How you doing? I got a call for D'Lo.
What's up?
What's up, D'Lo? Good luck tonight.
Well, thank you.
All right. I was just wondering, when you guys have house shows and you're all split up, do you send everybody together, or what's the deal?
What do you mean by send everybody together?
Last time we
You mean from town to town, you mean?
Yeah, from town to town. Last time we noticed that several guys are leaving out the back at the last house show. And like they're getting shipped out because you guys are doing I believe, a show in Pittsburgh the next night.
Well, it depends on if you're on early in the show, right after your match, you can leave. So guys leave throughout the evening. I think the last time we were here, we had a double shot where we did Cleveland in the morning and Pittsburgh at night.
Right.
So you hop right in the car and drive right to Pittsburgh.
Right, so like the first guy's in.
First guy's in, the first guy's on the next show.
All right.
So you have to get there, and you know, you've got 4 hours to get to Pittsburgh. You got to eat and get all your stuff in, so you need to get there and get there an hour before the show. So you got to get right on the highway and start humping it.
All right. Okay, thanks, D'Lo.
No problem.
Right. Hi, you're on the air with D'Lo.
Hey, D'Lo, champ, role model. I had a question.
Hey, what about the champ?
I said the champ.
What's up, Chizamp?
For D'Lo.
What's up?
I was wondering, was there going to be any chance that you, Rock, and Mark Henwick would ever get back together again, you know, as the nation? Because I like that. Y'all was pretty tight then.
You know, everyone has said that a few times, but the three of us, our careers are going in such separate directions. I don't know if at this time we'd bring them all together. I mean, Rock is a great singles wrestler, and I think it would hide him if he got into a group, kind of like how he was when he was in the corporation. He was kind of like subdued a little bit. And for Mark Henry and ourselves, we're trying to find our own identity, and I don't think right now is the time for us to be in a group.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for calling.
All right.
All right. Hey, D-Lo, you know, we'd like to say thanks on behalf of Pro Wrestling. If you guys want to catch D-Lo out of Overtime Sports.
Oh, hey.
Hey, this is the boss's son.
Hey, D-Lo, we got to get going to Overtime Sports.
Overtime Sports, headed down right now.
Hey,
okay.
Yeah, you're welcome for me bringing them by, guys.
See you guys.
Good show.
Yeah,
Good.
right. You brought someone by?
See you.
Hey,
Peace. Out of here.
Sam.
hey,
Move on with
D-Lo.
the show.
All right. What? How you like that, role model?
Yeah.
Can't believe you did that to us.
I know. I'm walking.
Hey, we're gonna be
off
back.
like that.